Modern has. It's ebbed and flowed. It's eventually settled upon uh, a version of Legacy without Wasteland Force of Will days. So like if you
Basically.
yeah, so if you take Legacy and you take out the more extreme degeneracy and then you take out Force of Will days Wasteland.
Brainstorm.
Brainstorm Ponder, like yeah, those are the degenerate cards. You take out
Yeah.
those things,
Yeah.
then you get to modern.
And
But some of these decks are decks that exist in some form in Legacy. Hogak does. Pod really doesn't. Eldrazi does. Twin really doesn't. But there is like just like blue red control decks.
yep.
And Deathrite Shaman doesn't because that guy also got banned
Yeah,
in
that one
Legacy.
got banned there too. Yeah, the hey MC Subtle, thank you very much for the sub. Yeah. The yeah, the bit here was that we have a bunch of like we have a bunch of modern decks that we're gonna be able to pick from.
Yeah,
And they each have banned card or cards.
yeah, like banned card or cards.
Um,
Pod is the only banned card from Pod. Gak and Bridge are both banned out of Dredge. Uh, I have Ugin. Is it I have Ugin?
have you taken a look at the deck win rates? Nope, nope, I have not. Thank you for the sub, Shabadoo. I,
What's they banned they left Eldrazi Temple. Then it had to have Sanctum of Ugin is still legal, so it was I have
yeah,
Ugin that they
it was
banned.
just I, right? Like,
Yeah, the out of Jund, Deathrite
it's just
Shaman,
that's
and then
right.
Twin. It's Twin.
Yeah. But these are not the only decks.
Yeah,
That's
I
right.
was just flexing my knowledge by just listing the banned cards out of the also Mr. Oko himself.
Yep.
I like a card that's banned in Legacy but not banned in Modern. That's why I like Rin at 6. Big Rin at 6 fan.
Where are you hiding?
Uh,
Oh God, I gotta figure out where the hell you're hiding.
yeah, it's if you just
Modern.
click on the thing at the homepage, where is it?
Okay, so I'd expect modern.
I wouldn't expect Modern.
Actually,
Specialty is what I would
sorry.
expect. Oh, Gauntlet.
Gauntlet. Wait.
There you
Ah,
go.
yes, the new MTGO Gauntlet. Okay. So I can assume the I can make some heavy assumptions about the win rates. Let's
Yeah.
be real. There's gonna be some that you're gonna look at and be like, yep.
I vaguely paid attention to friend of the show Ryan Overturf tweeting
Same.
about it. We could play Second Sunrise. That would be pretty awful though.
Alright, it says join draft queue. I get 5
Okay.
minutes.
You get 5 minutes to pick a deck.
Oh my god, this is the way they're doing it, huh?
Yeah. Okay. So let's take a look at some of these decks. And we can think of decks that are going to be easier to play versus you can move that to deck. I don't think you can. You look at deck lists?
oh shit.
Yeah, you're playing Dredge.
That's fine. This will take literally 40 minutes.
Okay, so let's take a look at Dredge. What do you? This is actually, I think, a
So
fine
I
choice.
just wanted to look at the deck list. That was it. But no, anyway.
This is. I think this is actually a good fit because if it, something like Titan would be way harder to play.
So
um,
this is a deck that has
yeah, you're trying to mill yourself. You've got Faithless Looting. You've got Hogak. You've got Carrion Feeder, Altar of Dementia. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to mill yourself. You're trying to get Vengevine into play because you have all these cheap creatures you can cast out of, especially Gravecrawler out of the graveyard.
yep. Hogak for almost nothing.
Yeah, you
Uh
cast your Hogak, and if
about 16 one drops.
yeah, and you don't just win by attacking with Vengevine Hogak, which is certainly something you're able to do. You can actually mill out with Altar of Dementia,
As long
where
as,
if you just cast Hogak a few times, And you can mill yourself with the Hogak you cast to like refill your graveyard to recast
Yes.
Hogak.
Yes. Because it is 8 cards and it costs 5 cards to be played.
Yep.
Uh,
And you uh, things in the sideboard. You've got like Fatal Push for other crappy things, Force of Vigor and Nature's Claim to deal with things like Leyline and uh, get Grafdigger's Cage. His
yep.
cage stops Bloodghast, Vengevine, Hogak.
Void
It's
for the Void for the
Void
Mirror.
for the Mirror or the graveyard decks. The deck's fairly straightforward. The only real decision point that's kind of difficult to come to is whether you're milling yourself, whether you're milling your opponent, or whether you're just attacking with an 8/8 and your Vengevines.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be the easiest routes of victory to do on Moto. In paper, it's much more academic to just mill your opponent out.
So yeah, this will be quick. We can do this and then run it and get a second run in. So let's just roll. Here's the
Yeah,
trick. The games with this should last like
they're going to be
10 minutes.
Yeah, these game the a lot of the gameplay is going to be ships in the night where
Yeah.
uh you can see we have one interactive spell in our deck.
And then we got 2 lightning out
Oh,
axes.
three, forgive me. We have three.
Yeah.
We have a fatal push. I would like to cheese out a mirror match with crabs where you just get some crabs in play and play some fetch lands because they too aggressively targeted themselves with
Yep.
Hogak.
This is a format with banned cards back in. We are playing constructed decks in Modern with banned cards returned. Let me grab the little. Here's our.
Yeah, so these are all decks that got cards banned, basically.
Yeah.
And the one we're playing is Hogak Dredge, which that's not actually no. This isn't a Dredge deck. You look at the cards in our deck. Zero of
There's
them have the word
none
Dredge
of
on
them
it.
have Dredge on the.
Okay, take a look. You put 2 Vengevines away, and you can pitch Gak to the Lightning Axe. This hand really needs
If it had
2
two
1-drops,
ones,
so
yeah. It could be
this
keepable, but we could probably do.
yeah, this could be a keep. This could also be a mulligan. How do you feel about it?
Like that, my experience tells me I should mulligan it, and I'm going to keep it anyway. Basically,
we're looking for Stitcher Supplier. We're looking for really just anything.
Yep.
I think our opponent's on Titan. Yep.
Yep, they're on Titan, which means the game ends in 2 turns either way.
They kept a 7 with Titan, which is scary, but also they might not be a professional Titan player. So their deck is very hard to play. Ours is very easy.
So let's go ahead and grab our.
Yeah, we probably want Blood Crypt here.
Blood Crypt.
Stomping Ground. Well, I guess that makes sense.
Allow us to Faithless Loot.
Yeah, just probably tuck the Vigilines. We have another looting to throw away Bloodghast and the Gak. Lightning Axe, not very good. Doesn't kill.
Doesn't kill Titan.
Doesn't kill Titan, but it does kill Azusa. This version of the deck does not have Dryad of the Elysian Grove in it, so Azusa would be the guy.
Yes.
I don't think it had.
All right.
Ancient Stirrings, love that card. It does not have.
It's good because it tutors your. Grab a colorless card, which is a land or
your amulet.
Your amulet. Or actually, I don't think there's any other ores. I guess I was gonna say Tolaria West, but that's a land as well. So
your list is when it doesn't grab Summoner's Pact because that is a green card. It is a color indicator. So grab the T West.
Tapped T West. That means they don't have
sit their land for turn. They might have a Keiru, which is a thing you can pick up T West with.
Yep.
You played Tolarian West because it transmutes for Summoner's Pact.
So here we want to draw 1. Oof.
Yeah, we just pitch the Gak and the Bloodghast and just get Bloodghast into play, I imagine.
Yeah, there's no.
Yeah, we can play the Gemstone Mine in case we need to pitch something.
think that might have been better as Meyer. But then I can't stop with push.
No, we can't stop with push. I think we want to save the fetch land. So the other choice might have been Watery Grave since we had the fatal push, but I don't mind. I don't hate playing the Gemstone Cavern here.
Okay.
Gemstone Mine is a land that comes into play with 3 gem counters on it, I think they're called. No, mining counters. Taps for any color, remove a counter. When you remove the last one, you sack it. It is a card that is indicative of bad behavior. Because it means you want all the colors and you don't care how long the land lasts.
Yep. So
Okay, if they have a bloom here, we're in trouble.
Yes.
We'll know depending on what they bounce.
Self. Bloom.
Okay, they have Bloom. Bloom will make 6 mana.
Yep, Bloom is flat 6, unstoppable. Nothing we can do about this. There's no interaction to these parts. Yeah, ships in the night.
Yep, and if they have the Titan, if we're lucky, they'll have to. We hope that they have Boros Garrison
or
Sunhome in their hand.
So they can't tutor both. Otherwise, you tutor Boros Garrison and.
Which one? There's Slayer Stronghold and Sunhome, and I always mix them up.
Slayer Stronghold gives haste and vigilance.
That's the.
So there's the Titan.
There's the Titan.
So this game is factually over.
Yeah, we make them do it though to show off what the deck does.
Yep.
This is still a deck you can play, by the way.
Yes.
Just without Summer Bloom. You can still turn 3 though. Amulet Titan, everybody was worried about whether it was a good deck or not with Modern Horizons 2, but then everybody figured out that Arboreal Grazer blocks Ragavan. And does not die to non-delirious unholy heat. So
you gotta work pretty hard to get past Arboreal Grazer. So if they have those cards, if they have Slayer Stronghold and Boros Garrison, what they'll do is they'll make Primeval Titan haste, trample +2, haste +2/+0 vigilance, and they'll attack in. Then they'll tutor again for. They could tutor for.
Temple.
Okay, they must not be familiar with the combo.
Either not familiar, or maybe they have the.
Or they're holding.
They're holding the cards. So this is going to be bouncing T West.
Yeah, it's got to be bouncing Teleria West and then probably transmuting it.
Yeah, they can get another Titan. So our goal is to get Gak into play.
You can do that pretty easy with Wayfinder.
Yeah, we can. And Wayfinder and Gak will trigger Vengevines. Yeah, like I said, their deck much harder to play than ours is.
Yeah. much harder.
Especially mulliganing. Making mulligan decisions with Amulet Titan is like impossible.
Grabbing a Summoner's Pact. Okay.
Yeah, and they'll use that next turn.
And I cannot set myself up to pay for a Summoner's Pact, no matter what here. Ooh.
We might be able to catch a Primeval Titan. They won't block our Bloodghast, right?
I don't think they will. I think we go...
We get the Vengevines in play, so...
We get Hogak and Vengevines. I think I just leave up...
We could also just kill their Primeval Titan.
They can tutor a new one, but... They can't play it immediately. But our plays on that are really bad.
Our plays on that are pretty bad, yeah. So I think we just get our stuff into play, and we might attack with the Bloodghast just because it can't block anyways, and we'll get it right back.
Well, the Bloodghast is going to be tapped.
Oh, right. Yeah, but we're going to Convoke. Yeah, okay. Here's why you play Gemstone Mine, by the way. They put mulch on a 1/1, and it turned out to be incredibly good. You can decline the land if you just want to
put 4 down there.
Yeah. Okay. We have 2 creatures in play.
I'm gonna decline.
Yeah, I think if we decline, we don't have to get rid of any Vengevines.
Well, I might want those for lightning axes. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I need 5. 1, 2, 3.
I might want to have played Bloodstained Mire this turn. Nah.
Yeah,
I think we'll be fine.
Okay, Hogak. Convoke. Here's a couple spells.
I would like to use this ability. So if they okay.
Then we attack for 8.
Yeah, we attack for 8.
Because I can lightning,
Yeah. They should be able to kill us, but they might not know how to.
Basically.
And if they block here, we can just kill Primeval Titan. They do not.
Alright, so can they kill us? Basically, if they can just go create 2 mana Hive Mind Pact, we're done. There's no stopping.
Play Hive Mind?
I believe there's a couple copies of it in the deck.
Okay, yeah. Let me die.
Yeah, so we just lose that. All right. Anyway, the best part is we're sideboarding out all these cards because these are the 3 cards we drew here are all.
Yeah, we drew some
Hyper baddies.
So yeah, we want the Nature's Claims and Force of Vigors.
Yep. Do we want the Thoughtseizes here?
Thoughtseize can be better than
do we want that over the Force of Vigor or?
I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
I could also see Assassin's Trophy being fine because that kills an amulet or a Titan. Or a Hive Mind.
Yeah.
Guess we're going to try to be proactive.
Yes, that's because we're on the play.
This is really dependent on what the suppliers flip. The Vengevine enhance pretty bad, but we can draw we can draw many ways to discard it. This looks better.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. 4 lands is again just unreasonably high.
We can bottom Blood Crypt, or or a fetch maybe. We don't mind spending a little bit of life because our opponent kills us very quickly.
Yeah. Okay, they're on a mold 6.
Okay, we get yep, we get Blood Crypt. Probably get Overgrown Tomb next.
Yep. And a Gravecrawler and a Bloodghast. All right.
Yeah, so we get our zombie beats.
We also get the engine.
Yeah, we get the engine.
That can start
very good with
filling the grave pretty quick.
Very good with Bloodghast, especially if the Bloodghast has haste. Okay. Cavern Stirring. They find forest. Okay, that probably means no amulet. Big draw step for us. Something like a looting would be, that's pretty good too. We don't have a Vengevine in the yard, so I kind of like that better than because the grave crawlers just let us make Vengevine if we ever find it, and then we can really start to mill ourselves with the altar.
Okay, here's our mill 4.
We might actually take the land here. Okay, Vengevine's in the yard, so we can make Vengevine next turn.
Yep.
Which means we can attack for a lot next turn, and then mill ourselves even more. Probably hold this, just attack with the Bloodghast and the Vengevine. Keep the Satyr and the Supplier around to try to.
Yes. In case we.
Well, we might actually want to pop the. We might want to pop the.
Ancient Stirrings for an amulet.
Okay.
So they're gonna force amulet.
Now you can kind of see why our deck is unfair.
Yeah. So we can't quite alter unless... Because I don't get a Vengevine if I alter here.
Maybe we just cast the Grave Crawlers.
Like all 3 of them.
Yeah, and then just bash in. If we can get our Bloodghast tastes. Wish we had that crab in our opening hand.
Yeah.
The crab is really important for Crabvine.
This is repping 1-off lethal if they have
Okay, 2 amulets.
Okay.
If they have Growth Chamber, we could be in trouble.
It's 5.
Okay.
Summerbloom.
Clasm. I mean, who cares?
Sure.
Yeah, fine.
Sure.
Fine.
I don't give a shit.
That card is terrible against us.
I don't give a shit. Anyway, there's another Vengevine.
Yeah, we got another Vengevine. We can just cast our. We get our blood. We get our.
We get a Bloodghast back. We don't have a vampire.
Or zombie. Yeah, we don't have a zombie. So this depends on our draw. If nothing else, we can like pop our own Vengevine. Ooh.
All right.
I hear that card's pretty good.
Been told that.
Yeah, pop looting and Bloodghast. Play the land, get back to Bloodghasts.
Or rep lethal.
Try to use altar.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we find a Gak off our altar.
And I have a fetch in place, so I can mill a lot.
Yeah.
So let's go.
Play you. Bloodghast, come back. You play the altar. And sack a Bloodghast. We might sack both if we don't find a Gak here. So you only mill 2.
Mill 2.
Okay, there's Hogak.
And there's Gak.
We can't spend land mana on him, so he might as well be tapped.
So then we go Gak.
We get rid of all the lands. We might, yeah, we do this.
How many vines do we have down here?
One more Vengevine.
I think we just...
Think you just attack with Vengevine?
Yeah.
We could try sacking the Gak. You would have to... Wait, Hogak is a incarnation, right?
Avatar.
Avatar.
Okay. I checked that.
I didn't think he was a zombie. If you're made out of zombies, you're not a zombie. Now our Bloodghasts have haste.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
They've learned their lesson.
So now, being on the back foot...
Yeah, I like those Force of Vigors a lot more.
Force of Vigor looks a lot better than Thoughtseize. That's the idea in my mind. Obviously, we need another green card to throw to these. Or no.
We have plenty of... The Gaks are also
Gaks
green.
are green. Look at this Wayfinder back.
I wouldn't hate Assassin's Trophy over something.
Mm.
It could be... Yeah, a Carrion Feeder, also another win con. You just attack with a 2020 Carrion Feeder. I don't know. Maybe the Assassin's Trophy's bad. Is their deck's named after 2 cards, and that one kills both of them. But they also can use the mana.
Yeah. Let's see what an opening looks like.
No Force of Vigor. Faithful Suiting with good things to pitch. No Crab.
A little awkward looking.
This hand really depends on the top 9 rather than the top 7, you know?
I like the fact that it's got Gak Bloodghast. Like...
Yeah, so we'll rely on Faithful Suiting to even us out. If they just go Amulet here, we're probably dead.
They kept 7, so they have to have it. That's a 100%.
The Radiant Fountain might be a good sign.
If you see a player on keep 7 on a deck like this, that's a 100%.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go grab
Steam Vents.
Steam Vents. And I have to do it this way because we need to be able to cast the letter.
Yeah. Now you can actually cast Hogak from hand. It's something... you can't spend mana on it to cast it, but you can cast it from hand. So we probably want to pitch 1 and pitch Bloodghast. Or maybe just Gravecrawler. Should we pitch Gravecrawler Bloodghast?
No, I think I want the Gravecrawler as a cast next turn.
Okay, yeah, because we might have Vengevine.
Yeah.
So we're going to go Crab, Tomb, Nature's Claim next turn.
Hopefully that's early enough.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is their opportunity to own us.
Yep, if they have
It has to be
un,
um
like
it
untapped
has
green.
yeah,
Yep.
this into Summer Bloom can kill us.
Yeah, on the spot, there's nothing we can do about that. Okay. So they don't have it.
Okay, they're just playing Fair Karus.
That's not good enough.
Teleria West, not very good with their Gruul Turf. Simic Growth Chamber is the best one, followed by any other green one.
Yep.
You have to play Boros Garrison, but it's really bad.
It's very, you never want to draw it. Hi.
We can flashback looting at some point, but we got to go crab.
Crab.
Now, hopefully, we're gonna be in a weird spot because we're going to want to cast Gravecrawler if we mill Vengevine, but I think we don't want to. Yeah, so we get Bloodghast.
I think we have to Nature's Claim.
Yeah, we have to Nature's Claim. The next turn
Yeah.
we can gack.
We kind of want to draw
It might,
land.
land would be fetch land would be the best possible draw.
Yeah.
We actually might be able to win next turn.
No, so.
Land.
Shit.
Well,
Well.
amulet. Oh, they only own one amulet rather than two.
Yeah, I know, but nothing you can really do about that.
Summoner's Pact. Summoner's Pact now?
They have Bloom? They have.
I have for Azusa, they can play Simic Growth Chamber.
Hold on. How are you going to end with 4 mana?
Oh, they just have two Karus, and they're gonna have two
No,
Karus.
they're not.
Oh, they're gonna have like 3 mana because they can Azusa here. They can play Island, tap, Growth Chamber
Okay.
back. Okay, so they're gonna be tapped out next turn.
Yeah. So we've got a full round that they're tapped out on.
They're gonna have this gets their Summoner's Pact.
So they can try to do it again. But not next turn. Yeah,
Their hand is T-West. No, their hand is
No.
just Summoner's Pact 3 unknowns.
Yep.
Or no, Island. They have Island, Summoner's Pact.
And gain 2 life land.
Okay, yeah. So okay, we draw. Not a good draw.
That's on worst possibles, but I have to cast this Gravecrawler from hand, I think.
We could cast Altar of Dementia just to get ready. Like that's our most mana intensive play. How many cards in graveyard do we have?
7. Only notable ones are Hogak, Looting, and Gravecrawler.
Yeah, it's either the Altar or the Gravecrawler. We can attack.
We can.
No reason not to.
Unless I'm playing Hogak this turn.
Not true. But if they trade Bloodghast for Azusa,
Yeah, at 26 as well.
so I don't think we can play Hogak this turn. We don't have a. Well, we could if we play Gravecrawler.
Yeah.
What does Gak get us if it's in play? Just being a huge guy?
Being an 8/8.
It makes our altar next turn much better. Maybe that's better? We can cast a Hogak from hand and like exile the then delve away the other one.
Yeah, I need to play Gravecrawler for doing this. I think I want the GAC in play.
Let's play Biggest Man. That's the one of our eldest laws.
Yeah.
Here we can leave Gravecaller. Faithless Looting. It's very good. And next turn, at the very least, we can alter sack Gak again at the minimum.
Yes. Post attacks too, even.
Yeah. They're locked into this, or else they die.
Yep. Yeah, and hand is 2 unknowns right now. We know Radiant Fountain. We know Island.
I might just play those, yeah. Another, okay.
Sure.
Wouldn't mind a Force of Vigor. Force of Vigor would be pretty huge. Like this casts Primeval Titan, though, is one thing.
Pretty happy about land.
Land's pretty good.
So I can immediately just mill 2 with Bloodghast.
Yes.
Milling myself.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so let's go alter.
There we go, alter.
This is no, I'm never gonna. Yeah, so my look right now is I kind of want to draw into Force of Vigor.
Yeah.
So. Do we attack first?
We certainly sack. Do we attack first? We might attack for much more if we find Vengevines.
Yeah, the Vengevines are the piece that could change that. I kind of want to attack second because of that.
And then let's attack second then. So we pop you, because we mill 2, and then we're going to mill 2 again with the Hedron Crab.
Yep. Well, 3.
I mean, like, the land will, the landfall trigger will kill us with Hedron Crab.
Yeah, 3.
Right, it's,
it's very good.
It's the other crab that mills 2, but... Or no, how much does that one mill? I don't know. There's one that targets and one that doesn't. That's why you can play 8 crab these days. Okay, here come our boys.
Okay.
Found a Gravecrawler, which we can cast. Okay, we attack with Gak, and well, we could probably cast Gravecrawler, attack with Gak and Gravecrawler, and then no, we can't sack the Gravecrawler. We can't attack with Gravecrawler, so we just attack with Gak here, right?
No, I can attack with the Gravecrawler that's in play. I can attack with this Gravecrawler. Why not?
As we can't. I don't know. We just you know better than me. I'm confusing myself with iterative thinking.
Okay.
You know how I do that. So in for 10. We sack the Gak. And we're looking for a Vengevine.
Well, it's
There's
one
one
Vengevine.
So I think we just cast Gak again.
Yeah, best I could do would be get rid of this grave crawler.
I think we sack the Gravecrawler, yeah, because if we hit another Vengevine, we can Gak again.
Well, you can only play one Gak, but
no. If we we sack Gravecrawler, if we hit Vengevine, we'll have 2 Vengevines in play. Then we can sack Hogak again, target ourselves again, tap the 2 Vengevines to recast the Hogak. But we didn't, so we just have these guys in play.
yep. That's about as good as we got.
Yeah.
So they can back for Titan.
They can pack for Titan, cast Titan.
They also
We
can
may
just
or may not
hard have the hive mind. Okay, they don't.
Here's Titan.
Pretty sure if they don't kill me, they lose by mill next turn.
Okay, they get their
This has got to be Garrison plus.
yeah, but even then we'll have enough toughness that we don't die.
Mm-hmm. So there it is.
Garrison Slayer Stronghold.
Sure.
Okay, they give it haste and vigilance. Then they can untap the stronghold again. Or untap the Boros Garrison again. And they need to bounce probably just Island or Gruul Turf.
They might bounce that Radiant. Oh no, they have to bounce a dual. You know, a land that they can replay for more mana. Okay. Yep.
This is useless mana because they can't actually use it. Unless they have a Pyroclast. Well, we just sack them in response.
Yeah.
Do we mill us or them? Do we try to snipe their their Slayer their Sunhome? Or do we fuel our fires? We're gonna have 6, 7 toughness. They can attack for 16. Just blocking with Gak is enough.
Yeah, just Gak is enough. I think we filled our. We want more Vengevines.
We do want more Vengevines. The Pyroclasm at this juncture is actually kind of a pickle.
I'm just thinking how I. If I mill on them, there's always the chance we just we flip it, but no, let's.
Yeah, let's mill less until we know. We need more material. Got a Vesuva.
Okay.
Sacking the Hedron Crab doesn't do anything. Because it, 0 power.
Mm-hmm. So the other half of this, if you're wondering what we're talking about with like blocking and all that, is Sunhome.
Yep, which is probably popping into play right now.
If they don't do it, I take 8 and just pass.
Yeah, if they don't double strike it, we just take it and kill them. Because we can cast our Gak with our Gak in play.
Mm-hmm.
And we can recast Gak because we can just cast Bloodghast and then Colony Garden. Okay. We can just cast Bloodghast and tap the Vengevine. Yep, so here comes target creature gets double strike.
Yep.
So we cannot take this hit. We allow Gak to die. Yeah, Colony Garden good against Vengevine.
We can't sack it there. So I'm gonna draw like a Stitchers or a land.
Stitcher Supplier would be among the best. Bloodghast pretty poor.
So I have a looting.
If we loot and miss off land, it's very bad.
This is the end of the game.
But if we loot and then hit land, how good is that compared to just casting Bloodghast?
Problem is, I think we lose if we don't do that because like we don't have enough pressure right now.
Okay, so let's cast Faceless Looting.
I think we need to do this because we just don't have enough pressure in the current hand.
We bottom. We lose.
Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah, because like so to walk it through, if I cast Bloodghast and like cast Gak, that's the end of the line. We just die. There's no other plays from there. Whereas if I get the land, we get Bloodghast. If it's a fetch, we can Bloodghast, Hogak multiple times. Then maybe get to the vines. But
yeah, so we had draws there that worked, but those weren't ones that did. I think this is a bad matchup for reference.
well, again, it's very much completely missing each other.
Yeah, and not drawing any of our sideboard cards also didn't help because it's an amulet there or a Force of Vigoring their amulets there would have been really nasty. We got a Nature's Claim off, but
I don't. I think the actual killer was the missed land drop on 3.
Oh yeah, that's why we lost. But
yes, but
bad matchup. I think I'm confident to say that that's a bad matchup.
There's a lot of decks like this in the queue. I really wish I could just show you the rest of the decks in here. It's annoying that went straight in. I did not plan on picking this, by the way. I just wanted to show a deck. This hand's great.
This hand looks amazing. Are you prepared to take a damage to cast your Hedron Crab?
Yeah.
Well, we might Stitcher Supplier first.
I always please Stitchers first.
Yeah. So you don't fatal push our crab.
Correct.
If our opponent is on Jund, I think we farm them because they have one card in their deck that's any good against us.
Mirror.
Mirror?
Mirror. Mirror.
Yeah, this is the mirror.
All right.
Are you ready to mulligan for Leyline of the Void?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was almost a bad mulligan, or a bad mill, but they got a, is that a Gravecrawler, or is that a,
That's a Gravecrawler.
Okay, so that was a fine mulligan then. Yeah. I don't have a mulligan mill.
They are on a mulligan.
Yep, so there you go here. Ours is better. Next turn we get to go Delta. We get to go Delta into either Delta Crab Delta Gravecrawler, and then if they have their own crab, we could fatal push it.
Okay.
They get to offer the trade, which we won't take.
So worst case would be discard Vengevine, discard Gak here.
Yes. I could be off to the Gak races first.
Because then they could Hogak Bloodghast.
Okay.
They can technically Gak here, but that's their entire grave. I would probably.
So the sideboard games
There
are
we
going to
go.
be very odd if they're going to gack. The sideboard games are going to be very odd because you're going to want Leyline and Force of Vigor. You don't, and if you get the opportunity to put in both ley lines, don't. Only put
Yeah.
in one.
Force of Vigor.
Yeah. So we play our Keytron Crab. We're hoping to hit some Vengevines here.
I crack this.
Yeah, we crack. For Overgrown Tomb or Blood Crypt? I think Overgrown Tomb because we might have to cast a Vengevine.
Yeah.
Or do you want to cast the crab this turn?
I don't think I want the crab this turn. I think I just want a Gravecrawler from Grave.
Yeah, then we can.
But
We have Mana Confluence, it doesn't actually matter that much.
come on, Gek. Very awkward.
So we're going to take some damage.
I'm going to be blocking with a Stitcher's Supplier.
Yeah, don't block their Stitcher Supplier. Well, we can block that with
Keytron Crab, yeah.
Do we trade with Gravecrawler? Yeah. So
This is more effective. This is more effective.
Yeah, mills us. Gak tramples anyways. They have to recast their... They have no Vengevines.
There's one Vengevine.
So we can just go Crab... Crab Gravecrawler, and we have our own Vengevine. You can try to get spicy and try to use the Satyr Wayfinder. We might just die to trample damage if we do that.
Yeah, I know.
So we're at 6.
And
So
the land we have to grab is likely untapped for swamps in our yard.
We still, yeah, swamps in our yard. Yeah, then we would have to take damage on it. So I think we just go Crab Gravecrawler.
It's still quite bad. What does that do?
Puts a Vengevine in play. Does it?
I mean, it does, but
Then we take 5 from that.
5, 6.
There, take 2 and die.
Okay. Yeah, I think we need to go with the bigger. Like the play that could get us multiple, either a Gak or multiple.
Yeah, we need something off of this. We didn't get anything off that. Oh, we get a fetch land. So, hope yet lives.
Mm-hmm. Nope.
We have a fetch land. Hope yet lives. Come on, big money. And we get Watery Grave. Yeah, we have to get Gak now.
There it is. Oh, God.
So we crab to get, or do we have to Fatal Push here? We crab, we get Vengevine.
We already played a creature this turn.
Oh, yeah, we already, okay, then yeah, then Gak will do it, so we can hold up Fatal Push. All these useless lands. We are going to probably Fatal Push a Gravecrawler.
Okay.
And I don't think we attack with Vengevine because they block with Stitcher Supplier, and that can be very bad
Yeah,
for us.
I don't want to set them up.
Because if we don't lose, we probably win next turn. So our graveyard's pretty stacked. We have an altar in our hand.
Yep.
We have some Gravecrawler loops we can do, and Vengevines to sack. Like, things are looking up for Team Slio9. They're casting a Vengevine.
This is a hard
Remember,
cast. Yep.
I've cast Snare Thopter before in my Phoenix deck. Okay, the full press in. Um, yeah, we
Gag on
make that
gag.
block. Yeah, you on you. You on there. Do we mind sacking Satyr Wayfinder to, or do we want to have a? But the Fatal Push is very bad, so we might as well just use it,
Might as
right?
well just spend it.
Yeah. He puts a card in our yard and he leaves us a creature in play to tap to Gak.
Mm-hmm. So.
We can block and then Fatal Push, yeah. Can you believe that we are Fatal Pushing a Gravecrawler?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, time to kill them.
So, all we need to do to kill them is we have one Vengevine in yard.
Well, this all starts with casting Hogak, right? Or does it start with Satyr Wayfinder is very, very risky. Are we killing them with damage or are we milling them?
They're at 12. I think we're killing them with.
Oh, if we had more Vengevines, I would be convinced we were doing that, but we don't.
You only have one Vengevine, and I don't have a way to get the one in my hand into the grave, is a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, I guess then let's go.
So their turn next turn is really just plays itself. Gravecrawler, Hogak,
Vengevine.
So we just have to be able to beat that.
Which we can with a Hedron crowd blocker. I can Faithless Looting, but like, there's no way it can grab a land. It can put a. There's a lot of thinking going on in this deck because I don't know it. Like, I never practiced this.
Yeah. So
our life total's also a bit of a worry in my mind. Like, just
yeah, it means we have a few fetch lands we can crack.
well, we can't crack any. 3 life. Nothing works.
Maybe we can crack them. They come into play tapped.
Yeah.
We just can't bolt in a land. We could just put Gak and Alter in play, pass, like block their Vengevine, attack, and like
How about
plan
like
on milling ourselves.
alter? And then
Here comes Gak.
and then
We can Gravecrawler from hand. we don't have a grave color in yard, do we? We have a carrion feeder.
Do I attack with the Vengevine?
Get attacked with Vengevine, Bloodghast.
Bloodghast for sure.
Yeah, Siege on Crab's better because it can block.
Yeah.
We would like to use that ability. Yeah, I don't hate attacking with Vengevine here. We might die to Bloodghast if we attack with Vengevine. Well, no, I don't think so because we have 3 blockers.
They would have to create 4 hasted threats, and they have 1 right now. They would not only have to have Faithless Looting to put 2 threats, they'd have to Faithless Looting to put 3 threats down.
Yes, they need Runner Faithless Lootings. Okay. Yeah. So here's going to become the weird dance where we need our Ley Lines and we need our Force of Vigors.
So we take out, the little nonsense bits.
Take out the Lightning Axes and Fatal Push.
What else is bad?
What else is bad? So that's 8 cards in. We need
5 extra on the cut.
You can see cutting on carrion feeders. We're boarding in green cards so we can board out a few green cards. It's like maybe a Wayfinder.
I don't think I want to cut too many of the carrion feeders. The carrion feeders actually here. We have just never seen them as the problem.
Yeah. Yeah, the trimming of one of each creature is like that's how you begin your sideboard guide.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I don't know what to do, so this is what we're doing. Maybe we don't bring in the Nature's Claim.
Yeah, so we want the forces, clearly.
We want the Force of Vigors, clearly. I could see getting rid of an altar.
No, altar is a problem because we don't want to mill them until it's lethal mill, and that gets really awkward.
Yeah, but we want one so that we can fuel our own engine.
Remanning.
Yeah, Gravecrawler, I can see cutting some. Maybe just 2 Force of Vigors.
No,
that's 3.
We got 3. I'm just not putting
there we
in
go.
Claim.
Yeah, I think that's fine to not do the Nature's Claim.
All right, get ready for heavy dumb mulliganing.
Yeah, we're gonna mulligan this hand. We can just cast. Actually, we can just cast. If we have a really banger 7, we can cast Leyline of the Void.
This hand's also just.
Yeah.
If they don't have a ley line, this hand's good.
Yeah.
I think we just have to assume they have a ley line, though, right? Is that the problem?
Then let's ship it. Okay, this is an easy mulligan. There we go. And we got our Force. And a Faithless Looting. So we put back Altar Land. Or Altar Supplier. We have Faithless Looting to find our lands. Perform opening game actions. They'll perform theirs first.
Yep.
And then we'll perform ours.
Okay. This is dumb as hell.
This is pretty dumb. I'm gonna play the crab.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably gonna target us. So if we could draw a green card here, that'd be very good.
Oh.
Okay, so we just play Mire Pass, I bet.
I mean, we can just... Not your turn, right?
Yeah, you can have to pitch turn on their turn. So we wait for them to target us
with the mill.
with the crab trigger, and then we pop the the ley line. Yes, they have a fetch land, so they'll get to exile a few cards, but we can't stop that. Yep, I choose that one. Oh, they didn't.
They didn't.
Okay.
All right.
They didn't. Hey!
Hey!
Wait, when's the match?
That would...
Yeah, we won.
We won.
Right. We showed our mastery of the mirror.
All right, welcome to the mirror. That's the mirror.
It's the mirror.
It's dumb. Who mulligan deeper and heavier?
So we won because we drew Satyr Wayfinder.
Hogak is pretty good in the mirror because Hogak is a green card you can throw away.
Yeah, Gak is a green card.
All
Do
right.
you remember what the Black Force does?
Kill creatures that came into play this turn.
Yes. That was Seb McKinnon art of like a knight getting turned into a blood skeleton.
Very bad.
Do you remember what the white one did? I think these are both in cubes you did recently, so maybe you remember.
+1/+1 your team.
It is, yeah, Glorious Anthem.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to play first. Oh, yeah, I'm in.
Yep, it's pretty good.
Keep.
Probably play Crawley?
Yeah, so that we don't get... We even have
attack for Savannah Lions, bro.
We even have Gravecrawler Carrion Feeder combo.
We do.
What is this?
I'm gonna guess Twin. Which I think is a good matchup, because their counter spells are going to be pretty bad. This could also be Bant. Yeah, they could be playing Uro. But I think Twin also played Flooded Strand. Mill ourselves. Hoping to Vengevine. In we go. We draw.
I mean,
yeah, we're gonna do the thing. You can't counter this.
all right.
Your go. We might have wanted to tap a crab there instead of delve a thing, but it scarcely matters. But it's something
You are correct. I didn't
realize it either.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it until I saw you click on Gravecrawler and it said tap for 1, tap for black. And I thought, oh, right, crab. So they can path our GAC. This is going to be the games following are going to be kind of hard because they have a little card called Rest in Peace.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, I mean they could path that it wouldn't kill the guy, but it would get it off the table.
Yeah.
Better Skull's not going to quite be good enough. That looks like a perfect excuse to attack and then kill our own Hogak.
Yeah. Just attack for Hogak alone and then...
Yeah, then Dementia, then Gak.
Set up the grave some more.
Attack, play, alter, let opponent concede. That is a likely outcome. If that isn't, then the other Hogak on the stack probably will be. Although we can just replay the same Gag.
Yeah.
By the way, you were never winning this. We just get rid of everything other than Bloodghast and Faithless Looting.
Alright.
Your go. I paid 2 on mana to untap my dude.
Good luck.
So they can have Rest in Peace in post board. I have to imagine they have Sword of Feast and Famine. On like Celestial Purge, stuff like that, but Rest in Peace is the big one.
Thank you.
I love a fetch land.
I'm gonna mill myself 8, I think. Then play a fetch land and see what happens.
Why not?
You might say, why pre-combat? Then try. 1 in yard.
They can Violin Batter Skull, but
Yes. That's why we don't attack.
Are they playing Ashiok in this list? I would have imagined Rest in Peace instead. Ashiok's in the list, okay. That's a bit harder to deal. Well, we can just attack it. Wow, no Rest in Peace?
That's so much worse.
That means their thing is a 3 mana play then. So unless they go like Forest Noble Hierarch, they're kind of screwed. Because we can do all of our stuff before they even get Ashiok in play. Or we can get like Bloodghasts in play to attack. Like Purge isn't great against us, but it's functional. Can attack here and they can block with
Batter Skull.
With Batter Skull. So you could maybe just Gak again. Or just start getting some counters on Carrion Feeder. But this is a fine exchange for us.
Yeah, I don't care about this. This is completely irrelevant. It's like we can get the Vendride back next turn. Okay.
I mean, kind of scarier with Cauldron Complete. The question would be, can the thing we do beat a... Can the thing we do beat a 5/5? Yes, we have enough material, so we start aligning the cannons afterward.
We have 40 cards in deck.
Yes, sack Gak, recast Gak.
No, I do it like on the stack.
Right, yeah, because yeah, so they have to hold control. Yeah, they can have Uro.
Doesn't matter.
They can draw all the cards they want.
Damn it!
Yeah, you have to.
I'm holding control.
They must. It might be a different button.
Is it shift or something on this? Whatever.
I'm looking it up. because I know this has happened before, like when they changed the yes no from F1 F2 to like 1 and 2. Hold priority. MTG hold priority. Can you like when you're done doing whatever you're doing, can you like right click on the playmat and see is there like a thing there?
Yeah, let me.
For like viewing controls. There's a way to get the controls to be on screen.
Okay, whatever. They conceded. But
Yeah,
no, the idea is I needed to sack the tapped Gak with the Gak on the stack, but
yeah.
All right. So you're telling me this list has no rips? Pixelon, thank you for the sub. Yeah,
No, this
having to sack the Gak on the stack Gak.
okay. This still says control is maintain priority while casting a spell.
That that
Maintain.
that is the button I was holding on the.
This keyboard okay. This keyboard shortcut cannot be changed. Is what it says. Hell yeah.
Okay, cool. Fuck them. I don't know what I care about here. I like fatal push for
Yeah, for hierarch.
for hierarch.
Collective brutality. I can see being good. Is a kill Stoneforge Mystic and then can pitch something to
Unlock a Vengevine.
unlock a Vengevine and to like take a spell from their hand.
Yeah, okay. I was holding control that whole spell cast, but sure.
We can test it with one of these shitter spells. You should be able to hold priority when we fatal push this Noble Hierarch. Yeah, it should pass. Okay.
All right. Thinking of looting in the supplier?
It seems reasonable. Now, what are they doing?
Is it getting countered?
I mean, they could Aether Gust it.
Suppose. Let me tell you how much I care about that, though.
Oh. Ah. Yeah.
Sure. It isn't really that, you know.
Suppose they had to pick their moment there. So if they have Ashiok here, it's medium bad. We just play some guys and attack.
Yeah, we have pretty good guys that attack plan. We actually have a really good guys that attack plan with this. Okay.
Wait, do we Carrion Feeder and pop our Stitcher Supplier here? Like looking for Vengevine? Or should we just cast our guys?
I was thinking about just casting our Or like
Okay.
looting our Gravecrawlers away.
That's very reasonable. Yeah, I don't hate that. If they ever manned,
Sure.
or even Aether Gust would be kind of bad. Spell Queller. Yeah, sure.
So it's like a clock.
Yeah, it is. We do a lot of damage to ourselves with lands.
Oh, that actually improves their clock pretty.
Yeah, because they can get
Sort
either
of.
be Scully or Feast and Famine.
Yeah.
Both are pretty good in this position.
Fire Ice.
Also pretty good. Kills our little guys. It's not like we can block Spell Queller anyways. So Fatal Push would be cool if we have another one of those.
Okay.
Okay.
Finally gonna resolve this card.
I mean, don't speak so soon.
Alright, so now we can just discard Gravecrawlers.
You discard Gravecrawlers. We can even looting again. Although we take some damage to do so.
Yeah.
So we're at 7 effectively.
I mean, the sword hits us, we go to 5. Right?
Yeah.
I need more Graveyard. Play a feeder.
Maybe we eat our Citrus Supplier then.
Yeah.
Because we can attack first. Although, we probably want the counter on feeder more than we want 1 damage on our opponent.
This is my first creature on the turn.
What is this? We got Blood Gas. I would like to use that ability.
Got there. That's what I was digging for this whole goddamn time.
Yeah, so we pitch Vengevine and Delta, I suppose. Or is the Carrion Feeder worse than Delta? We're going to be kind of low on life, so fetches aren't so good.
We can't use that fetch.
So, cast Gravecrawler.
Or cast Carrion Feeder.
Having 2 Carrion Feeders in play is kind of nice.
Because we need to sidestep their hits. It's going to be an awkward part of next turn. I think I actually am going to go with the Carrion Feeder here.
Yeah. I mean, our graveyard's pretty stacked, but if they do have Ashiok, we can just attack and kill it pretty easily. Although, no, their mana is pretty in place next turn. They're going to drop a quip. Like if they
Yeah,
don't do that,
they have to drop a quip. Anything that doesn't drop a quip is very bad for them.
did we want like Force of Vigor in this or Nature's Claim in this?
We might. Now that we're like looking at how.
It's a Stoneforge deck. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that.
No, I wasn't either.
Granted, those cards aren't always good casts against Stoneforge, anyways, because it's like you've spent a card to deal with a thing they cantripped on.
So I think we win.
You think we win?
Mm-hmm. I think they can't commit to the sword play.
So they're at 10. If they have Batter Skull in hand,
You can't beat that, but whatever.
we can draw Fatal Push, and then we can beat anything.
Yeah.
Collective Brutality might even be enough.
It's in the yard.
Creature with haste.
Okay. So the way this goes is
Well, if they have Batter Skull, we could eat whatever creature gets blocked by Batter Skull, and that means that the Stoneforge Mystic is tapped.
so I can eat the Vendrine.
Because we have Grave Crawlers, yeah. So Vengevine gets eaten. We cast Gravecrawler first in case they do have like a Celestial Purge to break up our having a zombie in play. We play Strangleroot Geist. Do we have another Gravecrawler to cast? Maybe we can produce one by just eating and replaying the one we have.
We do, yes.
I thought we did. I would like to use Vengevine's ability.
This is why I think we win.
Could have Aether Gust. Queller.
That's quite bad.
I think our plays are kind of forced. I can't imagine we're doing anything other than casting Gravecrawler and shipping in. Opponent is on Bant Stoneblade with Uro. Also, Stoneforge Mystic was also just like a banned card in Modern for a while. How quaint. And for a while, I mean for many, many years, actually.
Oh, mistake.
Okay, they get to... Okay, are they dead?
The moment they make these
The moment
blocks
they confirm
finish,
these blocks. Yeah. Okay, so our Gravecrawlers eat everything that isn't Gravecrawler.
Wait,
No, I
no.
mean our Carrion Feeders.
No, we don't have enough.
Are we dead?
Yeah, the sword kills us. We needed that material in order to have enough for this to work.
Okay, because we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And they have a known sort of fire and ice, so let's move to 3.
Let's move to 3.
Spell Crawlers, interesting. I like Lightning Axe more than I like Fatal Push.
Reasonable. Although, well, hard to say. Fatal Push is very good against Noble Hierarch specifically.
Yeah.
I can see Thoughtseize being okay. But I don't know what's bad here.
Right. Thoughtseize is a lot better now that we're on the play, too.
Better than Collective Brutality, I think. Because it can steal what their Stoneforge stole. Be a Gravecrawler. Or a Crab, because the Crabs are only really good if you get them early.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Yes, the old 1997 mulligan. This hand's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm fine with this. We just throw a land away.
We throw a tomb, then
Yeah, just go start finding our duels as we need to play things from our hand.
I think we have to play crab turn 1.
Yes. Sucks,
It's
but
a little unenviable, but okay. So Delta into not underground sea. Wish we had underground sea. Watery grave. I never understood that watery grave wasn't like a ship graveyard. Like when I think of the word watery grave, I think of that area from Final Fantasy V, with the siren. You know, the ship graveyard. They're gonna make hierarch. No, not Onta Nice. Path of Exile. You know what? Fine. Yeah. We have a basic.
all right.
Can't believe our deck doesn't have breeding pool in it. With our all black spells. Faithful Suiting, Gravecaller, pretty good hit. We can Faithful Suiting next turn.
Yeah. We need to leave up the push in here.
My birds! They're missing on lands. Sinkhole. Now you might think, man, we're flooding out pretty bad, aren't we? And the answer is yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are, but
we have a Faithful Suiting in our graveyard. We've dealt 9 damage to ourselves with lands. Yeah, pitch that in a fetch. Get the Stitcher Supplier. Actually, do we hold this Stitcher Supplier?
no, because if we flip a Gak, we immediately get to play it.
Yeah, flip a Gak.
2 Gravecrawlers. All right.
Okay, the Gravecaller is also a reason why we would want to just play the Supplier, because even if we did flip a Vengevine, we can just alter Dementia Gravecrawlers.
Yep.
Okay. That means they missed their land drop again, because they would have played that over birds if they had it. Okay, time to kill Stitcher Supply. I know, we want to cast Gravecaller first.
Yeah, we need to cast a Gravecrawler.
Now we just destroy. We just popped up Supplier immediately.
That was 1 creature cast.
Yeah.
One Vengevine.
There we go.
And then
Then Gravecrawler. I would like to use that ability. Get back these guys. Then we can sack a Gravecrawler. If we're looking for Hogak.
we can sack all the Bloodghast too. There's a Mire.
Yeah, we can sack all the Bloodcast and a Gravecrawler. So we can start with the Bloodcast because they're free. We have fetchables, I presume. Oh, smarty pants. Did you get hold control to work?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, bruh.
Vengevine 2, Vengevine 3, and another Bloodghast.
Okay. Do we sack a Gravecrawler for fun? I think we're just looking for Hogak at this point.
Yeah, let's.
And no matter what they do next turn.
And there it is.
Okay. can tap Bloodghast. Yep, and then just Delve. We can even attack with the Wayfinder. We're cool. So yeah, it can Ashiok next turn, and it'll be too late.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because everything's in play.
Can you see why this deck might have gotten banned?
Yeah. Obviously, we're on like a late turn here, but like comparatively, it's turn 4.
Yeah, but we did all that with. We didn't actually do that much. We just we all like we did that after. Oh yeah, they get the on thin ice are nothing because we're going to mill 8 when they. Oh, that one.
Okay.
Yeah, we target ourselves. We kill them next turn. Attacking damage.
We killed them through milling too next turn. Like,
yeah,
dead 20 ways from Sunday.
Yeah, they got screwed out, but we flooded pretty heavily into the power of faithless looting. Brains.
Anyway.
Here comes a new Daredevil. All right, got our points back.
That went longer than expected. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the other one I wanted to today. Oh well. I got the Hogak at y'all, which is
we got the Gak, which I think would have been the deck I would have picked anyways.
So the
for
one
us to do Pod was going to be the one I think you would want to do.
I actually was going to pick the Eldrazi Temple deck.
Ooh.
That was the one I wanted, because it has 8 Eldrazi Temples and Thought Knot Seers, and I thought, that seems dumb.
It is really dumb. It also has...
It also sucks.
It has PTQ winning card Eldrazi Sky Spawner in it.
Again, it's not Etron. See, you say Etron, like this deck, Eldrazi aggro does not contain Tron pieces because it didn't need them. This was
not play Tron pieces.
This was back when you had 4 Ivugin, 4 Eldrazi Temple.
Yeah. So you could just go like
yeah, it's the busted one.
You could go turn to
not enough time to do another. Sadly, no, because like another could last another 2+ hours. And I sadly don't have that time. I was hoping for this one to go quicker, but what turns out is that the lines that Gak has are very wide unless you're familiar with them.
Yeah, they're pretty. It's a figure deck. We would still be playing if it was Amulet Titan, I think.
Well, because Amulet Titan, I at least know the lines. I've watched opponents play that enough. I never watched anyone play Gak because Gak existed for like a month and then it died. Amulet Titan is still illegal.
Nah, Gak was around for about 3 or 4 months.
Well, like, again, I stopped playing Modern.
Okay. Yeah, Gak was around for a shockingly long time.
To me, it was around for 0 months because I didn't play Modern during that time.
Yeah.
So,
but here's my secret. I haven't played Modern ever.
Ooh.
I just watch coverage.
All right. Anyway, that's it. That's gonna be all tonight.
That's it for the Gak. We didn't even see an Oko.
No, our opponent was on Oko in that last game, by the way.
Yeah, they could have Oko'd us.
They could have Oko'd the Gak, I guess, and then
that is a play that was probably done.
Somebody in the history of the game's probably made that play.
Would you believe the Throne of Eldraine cards currently still ruining Modern?
Somehow, I would not be surprised.
There's a Belcher is back and better than ever.
With flipped lands, right?
With flip lands and a little card called Ironcrag Feet.
7 mana, huh?
Just and make 7 spell. Red mana and cast 1 spell.
Let me choose the spell.
My favorite thing about that stupid deck is there's a card you've never heard of. Most of you probably haven't, called Trace the Paths or something.
Ooh, it's 2 green. Stack your deck.
Yeah, there's 2 green that's like, look at the top reveal top card of your library until you reveal a land, and then stack them in order. Clash.
Clash.
And in Oops All Spells, that card is Doomsday.
Because it
You have
doesn't
no lands in your deck.
it doesn't put them in random order, it puts them in any. And you don't have any lands in your deck because all your lands are the Zendikar flip spells.
Yeah.
So you're playing 4 Shatter Skull Pass. You're playing 4 Timber.
You're playing all of them. You even sometimes cast. You have lines around the one that's a regrowth. With Pyromancer's Ascension. Pyromancer's Ascension's regrowth.
Oh my god. It's
Metamorphose. It's like, and then you grape shot them. It's great.
But yeah, I'm still happy with getting to show off this much of it.
Yeah, we got to see some decks.
Yeah, like, because some of the others that weren't in here, there's a lot more, like, straightforward stuff that's like, there's a Wild Nakatl deck.
Twin. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Wild Nakatl.
It didn't look very good. I don't even know what it was doing in the...
I mean, it's an honest Lightning Bolt deck, which...
No, it wasn't. It was a blue Nakatl deck.
Oh, it's... When I think of Wild Nakatl, it has mountains in it.
It was blue Nakatl with green Sun Zenith to play a Nakatl for 2. Which I don't like. I'm not familiar with Modern. That doesn't sound like a deck anyone in the history of Modern's played. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong, but that sounded. I don't know. It looked really like a jobber, you know.
Yeah, it looked like a jobber. Jund and Twin are both basically what you would think of as fair decks. Although Jund has Bloodbraid Elf in it too. Also a banned card.
Twin gets to do its auto win, which puts that on the same sort of lines as like Pod, Dredge.
Yeah.
Affinity was in here.
Affinity. Affinity is also a deck that requires a lot of thinking. Because every second you have Ravager in play, you have to think, can I kill my opponent?
You're pulling up so here are the decks. Affinity, Malirapod, Dredge, Countercat.
Yep, so that's a Countercat.
No, it's not so here's
show me Countercat.
So Countercat, I swear this deck's fake. I'd love to be proved wrong, but this deck is the most fake. So Countercat, Elspeth, Galactique, 4 Knight of Reliquary, Goyf,
Pride Mage, Goyf, Nakatl,
and then
Hierarch,
Bant Charm, Bolt, Helix, Path, and then lands.
You have one Dryad Arbor. I mean, it's an honest Lightning Bolt deck. Sure. That's all I can say about it.
This is a deck I would have played in Standard.
It does look like a Standard.
This looks like a Standard, and by that I mean like Knight of the Reliquary, Pride Mage, Nakatl, Hierarch, like Bant Charm, Path, Elspeth. That was a Standard deck.
Yeah, this must have been like a Birth of Modern style deck.
It couldn't have been because Wild Nakatl was banned at Birth of Modern. I just don't understand this.
Wait, was Nakatl pre-banned or was it banned from a deck? I don't remember because I know Stoneforge Mystic was like pre-banned.
I just don't understand the deck because it's like, especially when we're looking at like literally full power Dredge, a pod list that is actually using its tutor ability to kill you.
There's Affinity. There's Arcbound Ravager. And Master of Ethereum. Hell yeah.
Cranial plating decks. There's one Olivia in the Jund deck.
Oh my god, Olivia has Jund.
That's so
god. Wow.
What are you doing here? Thrun. Yes.
You can tell this deck list is old because look at the instants in it. What is missing?
Yeah. Where's my
and there's
where's my fatal push? Where's my fatal push? This is the deck I wanted to play. Because it was Thought Not Seer, Sky Spawner,
Eldrazi, Sky Spawner,
and Mimic.
Eldrazi Mimic, which you would play on turn 1 for 0 mana.
With Ivugan. Yeah.
Not only was Thrun good in Modern for a while, Thrun is playable right now. There are people sideboarding Thrun, and not just Thrun.
Oh, and this is our
Stormbreath Dragon. Stormbreath Dragon is a sideboard card in Modern.
what? Oh, right. And then this is a deck that's running on Blood Moon.
I love it. This is what
This is Birds of Paradise, Arbor Elf, Utopia Sprawl,
this.
Blood Moon.
Well, this is Ponza that's
It's not-
playing blue for Oko.
Well, it's not Ponza in the sense that there's literally not a land destruction spell.
No, but it's Ponza because it does Arbor Elf, Utopia Sprawl,
Yeah.
Blood Moon.
But right. So,
I know when you think of Ponza, you think
So,
of destroy target land. but
Ponza. There's two different Ponzas.
One of them is in a large island.
One of them is a large island in Italy. There's two different Ponzas. There's this one, which we're gonna get in Modern. It's a Blood Moon deck that also plays Stone Rain, Acid Moss, and like goes to turn 2 Stone Rain, turn 3 Stone Rain.
It hasn't played Acid Moss in 5 years.
I know. This article is from 2017. So
Yeah.
please. And Ponza hasn't been played since anyway.
No, Ponza got a resurgence in the Companion Winter because of Obosh.
Isn't there Ponza sandwich place the deck was named after? Yes. Oh boy, my voice. One moment.
Yeah, the thing right there is the big interaction of Ponza is putting Arbor Elf on a thing.
Nope, that's not. Okay, this is Ponza.
Wasteland Stone Rains.
Named after a deep fried calzone at Jimmy's Grotto. This is not the Ponza I think of. The Ponza I think of is
Art Slogger.
2005. Holy shit. This is a history of red decks, by the way. This is a fun article. Blistering Fire Cats, Burning Wish. Oh my god.
Jessica Warrior Adept. Volcanic Hammer. 4X Volcanic Hammer. I would laugh at that, but that's happened recently.
Stone Rain, APOC.
Apocalypse. That was Veggie Ponza.
Yeah. So then this is RDW. Not enough land destruction to be. Land destruction is to me what makes Ponza Ponza. But the modern, oh my god, they don't have it in here. The find me Arc Slogger.
Supercharging Ponza.
This is not what the decks ended up looking like, but Firewalker,
Yep,
Arc Slogger, Stone Rain, Molten Rain, and Magma
Oh my
Jets.
god, Demolish.
Hell yeah.
You could play Demolish when you had
You
Chromox in your deck.
Yeah, you also had Zozu if you wanted it, but to me, standard Ponza is Arc Slogger nonsense. Here we are. Yeah. We have Volshock Sorcerer, Sowing Salt.
Sowing Salt. Remove target non-basic land. Search for all copies exiled.
Having your power destroyed sounds extremely painful. Yeah, so this deck here is from the year 2005. The last time they printed a 3-mana playable Stone Rain was 2005. They, with a couple exceptions like Fulminator Mage or they don't do it very often.
Yeah, they don't do it basically anymore.
There are some in
Modern
Horizons.
Modern Horizons has Obsidian Charmaw and Break the Ice. Yeah, I think we ought to call it a stream.
All right. I can feel my voice dying.
Yeah, my friend is dying.
So, but I wanted to talk about decks for another minute or two. But yeah, I think we're done because we're at the last. Oh, hold on. We have one last deck we need to talk about, though.
An evil deck. A deck for the force of evil.
Yeah.
Not this one.
But
Below this one.
Yeah, so land destruction, though, in Magic, land destruction is a thing that exists. Land destruction is not. It is a thing that
archetype anymore.
they for 15 years have not made it as this is a playable deck.
You get Demolish.
Rather, it's an answer to, because rather it's more of an answer to, like, because in Eternal you don't have power with abilities other than come into play abilities. I know you do have power with like amplify, or power with like do something when it comes to play, but in Magic you have like lands that have consistent effects. Slayer Stronghold is +2/+0 haste. Sunhome has double strike. Even just looking at other decks up here, Raging Ravine can become a 4/4 that becomes a 5/5, etc. Tectonic Edge can blow up another land, because you need to be able to blow up those lands that can turn on and become value. So, but the last deck.
The last deck. Oh,
sorry. There was also a Delver, Goblin Guide, Swift Spear. This is the honest deck. This is the deck just paying bills, even though it's here. It is
paying bills with its treasure cruise.
Look, look, when you're in a world with like Bloom Titan, Eldrazi aggro, Dredge, and Affinity, I'm gonna call you the one paying bills if you're the treasure cruiser.
Show us the evil deck.
All right, evil deck, which is not Twin Exarch. Evil deck.
It's this one.
Second Sunrise. Second Sunrise is a banned card. Second Sunrise reads, it's from Mirrodin, so 2004. Each player returns all artifact, creature, enchantment, and lands that are put there this turn from grave to play. So you have a bunch of these spheres that sack and make a mana and draw a card. And this sacks to make a mana, draw a card. And this sacks for free to draw a card. And this sacks for free and draws a card when it comes into play. And this one sacks for 3 mana.
Yes.
And then, so you play Second Sunrise, and you return all of these back to play, and you keep doing the mana off here, get more Lotus Bloom mana, and your win condition. So either you're looking, you need to get Reshape to put Lotus Blooms into play, because Lotus Bloom either has to take 3 turns, or you have to cheat it into play, and Reshape can cheat it into play. And that's how you start making mana on your Sunrises, because instead of this costs 3, it costs 3, and then you get 2 blooms back, and they pay 6. You use Conjurer's Bauble to put a card on bottom of your library, then draw, and you draw into the Sunrise, and bring everything back, including this Pyrite Spell Bomb, the one of that can sack for 2 damage. So you bloom, sunrise, bloom, sunrise, bloom, sunrise, make 1,000,000 mana, and then you start going.
And you have to do it
bloom
every time, because Second Sunrise returns all permanents. And you also get to Ghost Quarter yourself, and Second Sunrise is supposed to Ghost Quarter and the land you destroyed back, so you can go up on mana that way.
Your fetches can also go up on mana as they get you lands out of your deck. But yeah, so the only way this deck can kill, is this 1x Pyrite Spellbomb. If the Pyrite Spellbomb is somehow removed from the equation, the game.
They lose. And you have to do this upwards to 10 times.
So, playing this in paper and on Magic Online, you can see how on Magic Online there's a timer in game. Second Sunrise, very easy to just time out yourself. The deck Second Sunrise basically ended up being banned, not because the deck was too powerful, but because the deck...
It takes too long to win or lose.
Took so long to play, and the way Magic does time in the round rules. Active player, finish your turn. 5 additional turns. KCI seems even fiddlier than Second Sunrise. That's why I got banned too.
Yeah. KCI was faster to kill than
but it could
Second
fail.
Sunrise. But it could fail.
Whereas Second Sunrise, once it got
once it got going, it was you couldn't fail.
You couldn't fail because it was a full loop with the Conjurer's Bauble.
KCI was also a more powerful deck, which is the other reason it got banned.
So Second Sunrise, so say you're playing in turns, you can just like kind of wait until your final turn in the round. Your 4 or your 4 or 5. And then take a 40-minute turn to see if you can win. And you might not, because there is a chance maybe your combo stops out and you draw, rather than finally, you need to draw a Second Sunrise. You have 10 draws out of 15 cards to draw one, but you fail because that's how sometimes math works, and you fail, but you have to go for it. So the way time rules work, there's no time once you're in turns, and so the player doing that could kind of just sit there for like 50 minutes and just make a tournament, take an extra, hour every round. That's why they ended up banning it. One of the reasons they ended up banning it.
Yeah, you're thinking of
approaching the Second Sun, which is a different alternate win condition. If Approach the Second Sun was cast from your hand, you've cast another spell named at this game, you win. Otherwise, put it 7 from the top, and you gain 7 life. So you cast it the first time, and you go 7 turns. And then next turn, you untap, cycle 12 cards, draw it again, and then go, psych.
And your opponent vials in Meddling Mage, naming approach, and it's like, well, shit.
Funnily enough, fun thing, the second approach does not care if the first approach resolved.
So you can counter it. You have to cast it. So yeah, but
so anyway, now that we've talked for a little bit, that makes me feel better about not showing off all these. I love. I assume you have to have noticed. I love talking about Magic history because
there's a card, Threads of Disloyalty.
Because I've played. I have played competitive Magic for decades, so I can tell you a lot of these decks and a lot of the history around how they came to be, and I just love. Magic has a ton of history. I'm sorry, is that freaking hell yeah? Is it Staticaster?
Yep, is it Staticaster? Oh, of course, it was Jeff Hoogland who wrote F6 on a on a napkin.
So yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Tomorrow is actually Return of Slay the Spire mods.
Yes.
So, Inscription finished up, which was a blast. I'm very happy to have played it. But Slay the Spire mods will return. I don't know what with. We'll have to take a look what's in the pool. There's still a lot. Thursday is more Lightning Returns. We should be hopefully killing Snow.
I hope you kill Snow. I don't like him. I like his jacket, but I don't like him.
I need to kill Snow.
You must kill him.
Friday is going to be the last Tales stream.
Ever. No more new ones after this one.
Until the next game, I suppose.
No, we run out. We ran out of Tales games.
No, this is the last Tales game.
This is the last Tales game.
Last Tales game. Last Tales Arise stream. We beat the game last week. And I have one air quotes. One side quest thing I want to do. We need to find the cameo fight. That's the cameo fight. I need to find the cameo fight. That's it. So that'd probably be shorter. Probably won't be 5 hours. Could be.
Could be.
Anyway, thank you, Gnomebitten, for joining.
I'm Gnomebitten.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.